Anytime I speak, I'm not just speaking words, I'm speaking fire, and fire has no friend. The devil will always fight your thinking pattern because he knows that wherever your mind goes to is where you get.
Listen and be blessed.
So I want to welcome you to this day 9 of our strategic success indoctrination class. I want to appreciate everyone who has been hooking up since the beginning of this class, and we want to apologize for the break in transmission. On this 9th class, I want to talk on the topic, be futuristic. And we must recognize, as we begin, that being successful is a function of how far you can see. Your success is based on how futuristic you are in your approach to any activity or endeavor that you are in. You must know what is coming. I want to take a foundation in the scripture, Genesis chapter 26, verse 63. This is Isaac speaking. Isaac went to the field to meditate. And when he lifted up his eyes, the Bible said he saw the camels coming. Now, I love that scripture because when I meditate on that scripture, the word that jumps to me is he saw the camels coming. Now, can you see the camel that is coming? Because what you see coming determines how prepared you will be. Now, we need to level our sights. The level of foresight that you have is going to impact on your finance. It's going to impact on your academics. It's going to impact on your planning. It's going to impact on your marriage. There's a level of success you cannot attain if you continue to be myopic, if you continue to be short-sighted in your approach, in your finance, in your business. You will eventually end up a failure. What do you see coming? People today are becoming successful by the day by recognizing the state of the world affairs, and most importantly, by predicting and positioning for what is coming. One of the greatest source of power, this greatest source of strength is alignment. Alignment. For example, the moon has no light of its own. The light of the moon is gotten by aligning in position with the sun. And it works in every area, even in the human sphere. Our hard work is not all that determines our success. Most times it is aligning. Aligning to what? Aligning to the trend, aligning to the direction of the wind. There is always a direction the world is going to. Your success is hinged on discovering and aligning with the direction. As a Bible student, I use the example of Zacchaeus. Zacchaeus, a very short man. That was a description of his limitation. It was a description of his capacity. He was incapacitated, but he made use of information. He discovered the path where Jesus was going to pass, and he positioned himself. He didn't have more strength, but by alignment, by being futuristic, he knew that Jesus must surely pass this way. Another example is blind Bartimaeus. These men, they are known by their incapacity, but they discovered where Jesus was passing. They discovered the trend. They discovered the direction of the solution. It's impossible, for example, to lead without knowing what is ahead. And that's why being futuristic has an impact on your leadership capacity. You can't lead yourself because we looked at the topic self-leadership in day 1. But self-leadership is limited if you cannot see ahead, because it takes seeing ahead to be the head. If you can't lead people and you cannot lead people yourself to a place where you have not seen. Now, what are the benefits of being futuristic? Number 1 is that it resets your brain. It resets your brain. It places your brain on a maximum load, because one of the greatest exercise for the brain is to calculate, is to plan, is to extrapolate, is to predict. So being futuristic gives the brain one of the highest assignments. It boosts the capacity of the brain. It works on your brain. It increases the efficiency of your brain. It also affects your drive. Secondly, being futuristic affects your drive because when you see ahead, your drive in the present is affected. Most people are sluggish, most people are lazy, most people are lackadaisical about their in the present because there is no sight of the future. You cannot see the future and be lazy in the now. So when you see somebody who is hasty and urgent and in whatever he's doing right now, this person has an eye on the future. For example, if you get on the highway, you can tell the car that is moving that is on a far journey or that is going to a far place than the car that is going to a nearby place. The speed is different. That's same for life. And lastly, the impact of being futuristic is that it stirs up a careful living. You cannot see the future and be careless. When you discover the future, if you can see what is coming, it delivers you, it prevents you from living carelessly, because everything that you are doing now becomes planned. You become meticulous, you become intentional. Your actions become consolidatory to what you can see, what is coming. You can tell a futuristic company, a futuristic individual, a futuristic marriage, a futuristic student from those that are on the contrary, because they live carelessly. It gives you the passion. It makes you to put more thoughts. Every action, every single action is filled with thoughtfulness. Now, a futuristic person knows that every little action occasioned in the present, every little action in the present has a great impact in the outcome of the future. So at this point, a futuristic person is no longer waiting for what should happen. The person predicts his future by the present action. Because being futuristic, it enlightens you on how the present things that is going on right now has been a product of the past little actions. And so you become very thoughtful about the little actions you take because you are driving towards an expected future. Also, being futuristic, it impacts on your economic power. I want to round up on this because every one of us know the importance of finance. You cannot reach some level of financial, power if you are not futuristic. You check the business world. Those who are at the top of the chart are those who pay more to see the trend, to see what the future is holding for the world. We have examples in scriptures. Daniel, you see Daniel, a man who sees into the future. The economic power was unshakable. You see a man, Joseph. Joseph saw into the future. He saw what will come to pass in 7 years from now. It impacted his economic power. He became a world power by reason of his futuristic, capacity. Now, being futuristic, it makes also your life to be predictive. Those who see the future, they are not victims of circumstance. The future is not what you wait for. The future is now what you create. Because you cannot see the future and not know how to get there. You begin to put all the necessary things, knowing that all these necessary things are going to pave a way for your stability in the future. The futuristic person is not surprised at success. He is not surprised at the outcome of his life because he has seen where the world is going to. He has seen where the direction of things is going to. And so getting there and being there is not a surprise. So I want to encourage you. You want to be a success. You want to be a success story. Begin to sit down and gather all the tools that will help you to make proper planning, extrapolation, and predictions into the state of the world. Look at the educational world today. There are changes in the world. In the world of technology, there are changes. Artificial intelligence is changing a lot of things. Now, what are you putting in place? In the world of religion, there is a future. There's a future for the church. There's a future for every religion. And so, what are you seeing? If you can see what is coming in the world of technology, if you can see what is coming in the world of politics, things are changing drastically. In the world of academics, things are changing in a serious way. In family life, things are changing. How are you positioning for these things? How futuristic are you in this fast-paced world? Only the futuristic can succeed. In this fast-paced world, only the futuristic will succeed. See you in the next class. We are going to be looking at strategic course correction. It's going to be powerful. Strategic course correction is a major tool if you must succeed. Stay well. Cheers to success. Bye.